artsy friends. I would like to do something creative today, something fun, something spooky, and I have 5 Halloween art projects that you can do along with me today, and they're super simple. By the way, who am I for Halloween? I'll give you a hint. It's an artist and her name is Frida. All right, let me show you these fun projects. I like to keep it simple. Simple is best, so let's just gather a few art supplies or just use what you have. Number 1 is paint a moon. So spooky, so cool, and makes great decor anytime, not just on Halloween. Step number 1, super simple, super easy. We're just painting the entire background black. Then let it dry completely. Step number 2, grab a round object, place it in the center of your canvas, and trace around it to create your circle for the moon. Step number 3, fill in the circle with white, and it's really easy to edge the circle with a flat brush. Also, you can leave some of the black showing because that's just going to look like craters. Or you can add a little bit of the black paint back in to get that look. So step number 4, let's add in some details. We want to get the look like there's a lot of craters in here, so we're going to put those in there. So I like to just add in some white areas, white dots, and some darker areas. And you can also create some lines coming out from those areas. It's just really fun to get creative because you can't make the moon wrong. You just have to get the gist that there's craters on it. That's all. And this is the last step. How easy is that? It's even less than 5 steps. I have a full tutorial to help you out even more if you want to paint this moon with me. Just leave me a comment and type the word moon and I'll send you a link to it. The next Halloween art project is a sugar skull drawing for those who love to draw or paint. Around the same time as Halloween in Mexico, they celebrate Day of the Dead. Step number 1 is draw the sugar skull in your design, and you can get a traceable from me. This will help you out a lot, and you can change anything you want and make your design yours. Get creative. First, I draw in pencil or watercolor pencil, and then I go over it with my black artist pen. Step number 2 is optional. You can paint your background going around all of your intricate designs. That's if you're painting on paper, but if you were painting on canvas, you could paint your background first and then put your designs over it. Or you can make it easy and just keep your background white. Whatever you choose, it will look great. In this next step, you just want to color in all of your designs, or as many as you want to, with whatever colors you want. It's just really fun to get creative and very relaxing too. Now in this step, we can add some pizzazz to our artwork. We can add different colors of markers. We could add different types of paints or paint pens, whatever we want to do. We're gonna make it fun. Of course, you can put all these designs on your own face too, which makes a really cool Halloween costume, and I have a tutorial for that. So if you just put face in the comments, then I can send you that tutorial. Do you love the sugar skull drawing? Great. I have made it really easy for you by making this into a workshop. You can just type in sugar skull in the comments and then I can send you the link to that. Art project number 3 is a decor favorite. We're going to paint a pumpkin, but we're not just going to paint on a pumpkin, we're going to paint the pumpkin on a canvas, which is a nice little twist to it. The first step is painting our background. We're going to start by breaking our canvas up into thirds. In this bottom third, we're going to paint a gray line going all the way across. Now we're going to put in some light gray underneath that. And a little bit darker of a gray, but not as dark as your line above that. And notice how my brush strokes are really choppy and playful. Next, we're going to sketch the pumpkin, and I'm going to use my detail brush and some orange for that. And it's really easy. If you make any mistakes, you can just paint in those mistakes later on. So see how I make it kind of bumpy, but it's a round object. You can always get my reference photos if you need them. Step number 3, we're gonna fill in our pumpkin, but here's a huge twist. We're gonna paint it purple. That's a really Halloween color. Don't you worry, it's gonna look really cool. Now we're gonna paint some curved lines in our pumpkin with blue. And follow those lines with some brown. And let's add on our little top because we need a little stem on our pumpkin. While our pumpkin dries, we're going to paint in the shadow area on the table with some gray. We're going to go up on this left side and then just create the shape and fill it in. And then let's just add in a tiny little bit of a darker purple underneath the pumpkin, just right below it. This step is purely optional. I'm going to get playful and add some splatters with my toothbrush. Note to self, I am not going to brush my teeth with this toothbrush again. And our last step, step number 5, you're all probably dying to see this pumpkin turn into actually looking like a pumpkin. So now we're going to add orange over some of this area, and you'll see some of the purple show through and some of that blue and some of the darkness, and it's going to look really cool. Do you love this one? Type pumpkin in the comments and I'll send you the better tutorial to follow. Halloween art project number 4, painting a cat. This one's really cute, but you can easily paint it black to make it even spookier. First, we're going to paint the background purple. That's a great Halloween color, but you can paint the background any color you want. I'm going to make it look messy. Messy is fine. Now I'm going to use my detail brush and some white, and we're going to sketch the cat. Of course, you could do this with a pencil if you want. And you can get my reference photo to help you out if you need it. Step number 3 is we're going to paint the fur. The key with fur is to go in the direction of the fur with your brush strokes. And I like to use a flat brush for this. Step number 4, we're going to add in the fine details because we need to make the eyes and the cute little nose and the mouth. Want to paint this one? Type cat in the comments and I'll send you a link to that tutorial. Now my favorite, a spooky forest scene, ooh, with an owl. This is my favorite because you can place it on your wall anytime, not just Halloween, and yet it's cool. Step number 1, we're gonna paint this background and we're gonna make it glow in the center. And you can get all of those colors I have on the left, help mixing those. You can get the full tutorial to help you paint along, but basically we got a white strip going down in the middle, or a light color, and then blue on the outsides, and yellow in between those colors. Next, we're gonna paint the trees in the distance. I'm just gonna use my light blue for this when I go over the yellow part, and then darken that color a little bit when I'm going over the blue. You do this by making some vertical lines, make those lines a little thicker at the bottom, and add some little grasses at the very bottom for the look. Now we're going to paint the other trees on the edges of our canvas using a darker blue. I'm going to give it some nice roots here with some lines, bring it up. Also, you can create these trees a little bit less vertical, have some tree branches coming off them, makes it look really cool. I'm also going to use my black when I want parts of the tree to look darker. Gotta have some shadow areas on the right side of our trees because it's going to glow on the left side of our trees because of the light hitting them. And we want to have some black down there at the bottom where the grasses are. And dab, 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 you get the looks of leaves at the top of those branches. And all you are is dabbing, and it's really cool. Let's make it magical by adding in our details for step number 4. We're going to add some lightning bugs with white in just the bottom of our brush. It makes a nice little circle. The tip of the brush will make a smaller circle. Step number 5, we're going to paint the owl in with our detail brush and black. To help you get the shape correct, I have a reference photo for you. If you want to make this even easier, you could just draw in a couple V shapes for bats. If you love this one, type owl in the comments and I'll send you a link to this tutorial. I'll place the links to the more thorough tutorials to help you paint along, make it easier for you in the comments. You can join in and have all this creative fun even if you are a beginner. By the way, the first time I painted a cat, it was pretty scary looking and it was still fun. Let me know what your favorite projects are in the comments. Plus, if you have any suggestions for a new Halloween tutorial to fill in this blank canvas, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun painting projects and to learn to paint. Can't wait to share more with you. And don't forget to hit that bell next to the subscribe button because otherwise you might miss out. And I'll see you later. Bye!